Good morning from Jerusalem. It's a very special day. This evening, Jesus will be betrayed by Judas. Tomorrow, he will be crucified. Now I'm here at the Garden Tomb at the Skull Hill, which is the second option of Jesus' tomb. Now let's talk about that a little bit, because some of you, a lot of you, don't know about the existence of that amazing place. Well, first of all, let's start with it. When someone was crucified, it means that he was against the Roman regime, and Jesus said, "I'm the king of the Jews," and he wasn't crowned by Jesus. Then, instead of killing him in a different way, like Saul, or stones, you must be crucified. And this is a message. And if you remember, according to the book of John, Pontius Pilate wrote kind of the titulus, the inscription that said why Jesus was crucified, what is sinless according to the Jews, and that was Jesus from Nazareth, the King of the Jews. Why Jesus from Nazareth? I mean, you won't find it. Oh, look at the fig tree. I mean, remember these days Jesus talked, this week, Jesus talked about the dry fig tree. And here you can see the new figs. And those new figs is called Pagi. And if you remember, he went out for his Palm Sunday. He entered the city in his triumph entrance from Bethphage, which is the house of the 100 figs. Oh, it's so nice to see it here. I'm almost the only one because it's a wartime. Usually at that day, you can see here like a million tourists, million pilgrims, but as you can see, there are only 3 here, and so another group, I must say. It's still wartime between Israel and Hamas from Gaza, and I hope that we will find a solution for that. But let's talk about the crucifixion now. The crucifixion must be outside the city. Now I know that it's noisy. There's a reason why it's noisy here, but first let me show you the wall. Those are the northern walls of the city. We are very close to Damascus Gate. The second important thing that you must know is that the Jews cannot be buried inside the city. Then the tomb of Jesus is here, and according to the book of John, the tomb of Jesus was actually belonged to Joseph of Arimathea, who had a garden next to the Golgotha. Another thing that you must know is that when the Romans wanted to crucify someone, and remember he wasn't crucified by himself, they wanted the people to know it. And because of it, it will be always in the center of the way, in the most important part of the way. And this is why we are very close to the Eastern/Palestinian bus station, central bus station. And you will actually, some of you will write me a comment and say, how can it be? Why they are doing it? But it actually tells us the story of the central area. If that is a central bus station, it means that from ancient time and even now, this is one of the most important places. Then, can we accept it? Yes, of course. And let's go to read something. Now, let's read something from, let's read John 19. But I will read it in Hebrew and English. Then let's start with this. When Pilate delivered Jesus to them, to the Jews, to be crucified, so they took Jesus and led him away. And he bring his cross, went out into a place called the place of the skull, which is called in Hebrew Golgotha, where they crucified him and two others with him, one of the either side of Jesus. John 19:16-18. Let's read it in Hebrew as well. Wait a minute. אז מסר אותו פילט, להם לצליבה, crucifixion, לקחו את יהושע, Jesus, וכשהוא נושא את צלבו, his cross, יצא אל המקום הנקרא גולגותה, כלומר מקום הגולגולתה. It's so funny that they are repeating the word Golgotha twice. It's supposed to be the place, the hill of the Golgolet. And Sham, because it's Hebrew, it's the same. Oh, no, they actually did it correctly. המקום הנקרא גולגותה, that started with the Hebrew, כלומר מקום הגולגולת, the skull hill. שם צלבו אותו עם שניים אחרים, האחד מזה והשני מזה, ויהושע ביניהם. Then in that case, what I want you to see is the skull hill, which is not belongs to the garden tomb. This is the hill. And many years ago, from the late 18th century, people could see it perfectly, and I will show you exactly how it used to be look like before they built the train, central train station. Well, it was right here. I saw it. Let me show it to you. All right. This is the big eye. It's not actually the eye. This is the big hole here, which is that one. Now we are going back to the skull. I mean, it's look like a skull. You cannot. So it's not the two eyes, the nose, and the mouth. It's really difficult to see it now, but the two eyes. This is one. This is two. The man is like hiding the nose, which is beneath it, and the mouth is beyond the fence, which sadly we cannot see it, but you saw how it looks like. Now, one thing that, John didn't talk about about what's happened on the way. And one thing that all of the synoptic gospel mention, and he wasn't, is Simon from Libya of today who helped Jesus to carry the cross. Why not? Because as I believe, John, the Gospel of John, wants us to understand that it's not a story of agony. It's a story of a king who knows what he is going to do. He is going to be crucified because this is the plan. And in that case, his story is just like the story of Abraham and Isaac. And my name is Zahi, which is actually Isaac. Then in that case, Isaac took all the wood for the sacrifice on him. Abraham didn't help him. Jesus took his cross with him. No one helped him. He is doing his mission. This is the divine mission, the super human being, the super whatever you want to call it. But this is Jesus, and I uploaded, I think today. That video you will see tomorrow, which is you're now watching it on Friday. But yesterday I uploaded a beautiful video of Garden of Gethsemane according to the book of John, that shows you a lot of different things. And I love the book of John. I love the book of John. Then here we are heading to the tomb with a beautiful garden. And before you will ask me about, because you will ask me about, what about Ron White? He was here, he was excavating here. He found the Ten Commandments, the Ark of the Covenant. Guys, it's a beautiful story. According to the site of the garden tomb, he never excavated here. According to the Israeli authority, Antiques authority, he never excavate here. Then in that case, try to if it's okay by you, try to drop that story from him. I know that it's a beautiful story. I believed in it for so many years. But now I know that I am not sure that it's happened. But it's between you and yourself. We know that Joseph of Arimathea garden was right here. And he gave Jesus his own tomb. Then in that case, let us first go to see, let us see a few things before we will enter to the tomb itself. And yes, remember there are two options. The Church of the Holy Sepulcher is one of the options for the tomb. Today it's inside the city, but 2,000 years ago, maybe it wasn't. There are so many options there. As I remember, that guy told me to tell you to go and pray there and pray here, and then whatever you will feel, follow it, follow your heart. But to show you that it was a rich man garden, you can see that he's got a huge cistern, and for so many years I could show you a painting, a picture of it, and sadly it's not with us anymore, it's not here anymore. Oh, it's not that man, it was a different guy. Sorry. But I can show you that there is a wine press here. HN1 can be from the time of Jesus, of course it can be. When I used to take my daughter to here, she used to tell me, Father, Abba, I'm speaking with angels here. And for me, this is a secret place. I'm taking a lot of videos of the Church of the Holy Sepulcher because that place is not in the center of town. And usually it's closed, and because of the war, it was closed for so many months. But I love that place so much. And let's go slowly to the tomb. But before that, I want to read a little bit from the Bible and to explain you a few things that I think it's important. Oh, they renovated it lately. Wow, this is something new. Thank you. Yes, I already told them that you told me that, and I didn't see that about those pictures. Yes, thank you very much. Oh, you make me cry. Oh, then let's go to. I'm so happy now. Let's put it here. Let's sit here next to the one press. Wow. All right, then let's look for, yeah, we already know it, but what I didn't talk about, now I have to take it to a better place. We already saw that, but you can see what I forgot to mention, that there is a highway here. You can see the camels walking here. It's a 19th century picture. And this is again the Golgotha. I do have a video of Saint Etienne. If you will look at my YouTube channel, and I'm sure that you will, and if you are not part of my family, then please subscribe. Then look for Saint Etienne video, and you will see the tombs just behind the wall. And according to them, it's a beautiful. I must say that I never saw it. This is amazing. You can see Damascus Gate when I'm going out of the city, and you can see the garden of Joseph of Arimathea and the Skull Hill. Ta-da-dum! Amazing. 1900. This is the entrance to the to the tomb. It looks almost the same, actually the same, and we will enter for that later on. But this is beautiful to see that how it looks like at 1900. Remember the water cistern? I never been there. I wanted to do that all of my life. We saw it from there. It goes all the way to huge one. It means that person was rich. And Joseph of Arimathea was from the Sanhedrin. He was rich. And this is from 1940. 1940. You can see here the Temple Mount. Now it's Al-Aqsa, the city, the Muslim quarter. And Damascus Gate is right here. We are very to the tomb itself, which is here. That's where we saw the skull here. Remember the two eyes and the nose. And this is where the central bus station will be, the Palestinian central bus station. A beautiful thing. This is the tomb himself. We will enter from here. We will stand here, and you will see the place that Jesus was crucified. Then it's the entrance chamber, and the burial chamber is right here with the crosses from 5th century, 6th century. And we will enter there soon. I'm so happy that he did it. I'm so happy. The most important thing is, no, it's not the most important, but what I love here is that Mary Magdalene that entered to here, and she saw that he wasn't here. Don't forget. You can see the Rolling Stone here, and what I love is that he's not here for his reason, and this is the most important thing. Let's bring back the catalog to the angel, and I'm sweating of happiness. Wow. And because it's quite hot here now. Cesar,
that's right.
This is the angel that gave us the catalog with the pictures. Do you want to say something, Cesar, for the word? Please.
Absolutely. And for all the viewers that are watching this video, first of all, I want to encourage you to pray for this land and the people of the land.
Hallelujah for that.
Because this is the time when we need prayer the most. But also, one of the ways that you can support this land is by coming to the land. I know a lot of people are watching the news and our people are a bit, scared about what's going on, but we are receiving tourists.
Yes.
And it's safe for people to come to visit the land.
True.
And I want to invite you to come to see the land. People used to call this land the fifth gospel.
Amen for that.
Because in this land, you get to walk in the story of the Bible. You get to walk in the Bible. You get to experience the Bible. And when you come to this place, you get to relive the story of the death, burial, and resurrection of Jesus Christ. Whether you come over here, whether you go to the old city at the Church of the Holy Sepulcher, or as you go around through the Via Dolorosa, as you go to the Mount of Olives, as you walk around Jerusalem, you will experience the Bible. And I want to encourage you to come to see us.
Can I hug you for that?
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much.
Absolutely.
Enjoy
your visit here with your guests.
Yes. Now you know that this is a holy site for me. Now you know that the energy is here. Thank you.
Oh, you're welcome.
Bye-bye. What can I tell you? I can cry now again. I'm crying all day. Holy Friday is tomorrow. The Good Friday is tomorrow, and they change everything here. And the inscription will be down there. And thanks God there's not a lot of people here, because usually I cannot even take pictures. All right. Then Joseph of Arimathea and Nicodemus took the body of Jesus and bound him in strips of linen with the spices, as the custom of the Jews. And this is true. It's the custom of the Jews. And my mother was a Jewish mother, and she died two and a half years ago. And they buried her just like Jesus at the same day, before sunset. And that is very important, before sunset. And then look at that. I will talk, but you can actually watch the tomb, and don't worry, we will enter there. We will enter there. And then they purify the body and they put the linen around her, including the face. And the book of John mentioned that there was two parts, one for the body and one for the face. Remember, that's what the St. Peter and the other disciple, John. So then in that case, it's very important to understand that it's a Jewish custom. Now, in the place where he was crucified, there was a garden, and in the garden, a new tomb in which no one had yet been laid. And this is important because if you're following me, and if not, please do that, you know that the rich Jews use rock-cut caves just like that to bury their dead, but then they couldn't. I mean, it's still very expensive to build, and they used to take the body out a year later, the bones. They put it in a small box, and there is a small box there, right there, and bury the rest. Then in that case, then they could bury someone else. Then the idea that a new tomb in which no one had yet been laid, it's quite important. Every Jew that reads it understands it. So they laid Jesus because of the Jews' preparation day for the tomb was nearby. John 19:40-42. Of course, we're going to write it and we're going to read it in Hebrew. Yosef ish Ramatayim, Joseph of Arimathea, Yosef, Joseph, ונקדימונוס, לקחו את גופת Yeshua. Now you know that. I know that you know that Yeshua. And I know that some of you are a little bit crazy of me that I'm actually mentioning Jesus and not Yeshua. But it's, I'm saying Jesus more than 40 years now. Then for me it's Jesus, but it's Yeshua, salvation. ועטפו אותה בתכריכים, לינן. עם הבשמים כמנהג הקבורה אצל היהודים, the Jews. במקום שנצלב ישוע היה גן, garden, ובגן קבר, tomb, חדש, new. It's tomb new. It's not new tomb in Hebrew. It's totally different. And you can understand how difficult for me is actually to translate Hebrew to English. שעוד לא הונח בו איש. שם שמו את יהושע, כי ערב שבת, I'm sure that word you know, היה ליהודים. והקבר קרוב. הבשורה על פי יוחנן. John, י"ט, 19:42. You know what, let's enter first to the tomb because it's empty there. No, because there are no tourists. And then we will talk about what's happened later on Sunday. Is it okay? First, let's do that. Remember, you have to bow down. The Bible mentioned that you had to do that. And this is the preparation room. And this is the chamber itself. This is the tomb. According to what we believe, you can see that there was kind of a fence. It was on it. And even some people say that right there, there's a small addition because Jesus was a little bit higher than it, the cross that you saw before, and another two chambers, but Jesus was here alone because no one used it before. And sadly, the door that used to be here is not here because his reason is missing. And I think they took it out at Corona time, but I don't know why they didn't bring it back. I will enter soon to the tomb, and the second video of it will be for you. without even one word, that you will be able to be with him. And I will try to upload those two today. Another important thing that you can see here is the rolling stone that used to cover the tomb itself. And this is a kind of a rolling stone, but not from his time. Can I cry? Yes, I can. Those are the osaries, broken, of course, to put the bones in. Oops, one here and one there. I'm not sure that they found it here, but it's not really important for me. And I will sit right here to talk about what's happened on Sunday. Well, you cannot see it. All right, then let's start with that. We don't know how and when he resurrected. We know that it was before, if you ask me, it's Saturday, or at least a minute before Mary Magdalene came. And Mary Magdalene came on Sunday night. I mean, I know that it's difficult to understand, but a day begins at sunset. Then, for example, today it's Thursday. At 8 p.m. it's going to be already Friday for the Jews. That's why Saturday dinner is for you. It's on Friday night. Then, when the book says that she came on Saturday evening, it means when she said she came on Sunday evening, it was dark. It means that it was already Sunday. And Sunday night, after sunset, it's Monday, according to the Jewish calendar. Then, in that case, it's very important to understand, because for me, the tomb of Jesus is a wound. It's like he resurrected. He was born again, and this time forever. He finished his mission as the king on earth, and now he's going back to his Father. We are waiting for him to come back again. Then this is amazing amazing idea to think that the tomb is not the end. You will reborn again when he will come. It actually helps me a lot to accept the death of my mother, because it's not the end. Well, it's in the Muslim Quarter. It's in the Muslim city, Muslim part of Jerusalem. Then you can hear the muezzin. There are so many mosques around us. And let's wait until it will end, and then I will continue our amazing story. One thing, I think it's 12 o'clock now. I can hear the bells in the old city. I'm not sure that you can see it. I can hear it. The camera is not so sensitive. Before Sunday, let's talk about Friday, because there's a few things that I really love. John is the only one who mentioned that his mother was next to the crucifixion, and there's something special that I want to read it, if I will find it. Yeah. It's 27, it's 1927. Then said he to the disciple, behold the mother. No, we have to go a little bit earlier. 26. When Jesus therefore saw his mother and the disciple standing by, I must say that.
Follow you.
Oh, you are?
I do follow you.
Oh!
My goodness. I'm surprised.
I'm so happy.
I do. I follow you from America.
All right, then you're now in part of the video.
You're one of the ones who showed me all around around Jerusalem and everything so I could prepare.
Excellent.
You came here, and so
I loved it. That place.
I can't believe it. I'm surprised.
Then come and listen.
So that
Come and
was
listen. There you go.
Very nice.
All right.
Excited.
Then I'm talking. You know, I won't read about. I will talk about it. It's still. I'm supposed to take you to the Skull Hill, and Jesus was there together with his mother, according to the book of John. And then he say, "Mother." Woman. Say woman, and to the mother, it's so difficult to say woman. But he said it in two places. He said that in Cana, and he said, "It's not my time yet." But then it was like she got a mission, a message. "Wait, mother, your time will come." And then he said, "I'm ready, mother. I'm ready." Actually, the ready he said a chapter before, but he mentioned again woman. And I think what Jesus wants us to understand that he gave her a mission. The church is born now. John was there, who took care of her. Those are the disciples, and Jesus and the mother is now the symbol of the church. I don't like to say it here because it's not a Catholic place, and but I see it as that. And when we are talking about Sunday morning, it's very important for me to understand, to tell you that it's actually happened on Sunday morning, dark, before the sun was. This is important because it's from darkness to the light. I mean, the darkness, and later on, Mary Magdalene will see the light, will see Jesus outside of the tomb. The two, when the women came, they saw that he wasn't here. Then they went to tell it to the disciples, and only 2 of the 11 came. It was St. Peter and the beloved one, which I believe that was John. John was faster. But he just saw from the outside. I mean, if you look at the tomb, I want you to understand he didn't enter. And then St. Peter entered, he saw the linen, the face one and the body, and he saw that Jesus wasn't there, and he went out. And only then John entered again, and he believed. And this is so beautiful because they didn't understand that he will resurrect. They couldn't understand it, but he believed. I'm not sure that St. Peter at that moment believed. I think he, just like in Luke, he was wonder what's happened here. And then they went. The women came again. Mary Magdalene. And Mary Magdalene entered, saw 2 angels. And the angel saw her, he resurrected. He's not here. Don't look for him here. And when she went out, it was already light, just like now. And she saw Jesus. Not the disciples saw Jesus. Mary Magdalene saw it. Then for me, I was talking with a woman before. I don't know if you saw her walking. And now you came. Yeah. And for me, the story here is a story of women power.
Oh, interesting.
Then when you came to here, you light my day as well.
And I can't believe I see you.
Well, I'm just a human being.
No,
You can,
I understand, but you helped me get here, actually.
I'm so happy. This is part of my duty. I'm a tour guide without tourists.
Of course.
And what left for me is to upload videos. But look at my face. You can see my face. I'm so happy to do that. It's like I got a mission to do that, and that's what I'm doing.
I saw you were at Palm Sunday as well.
Yeah, you saw me walking on Palm Sunday? You saw the video. The video of it. It's so rare that I will see someone who said, "I know you."
I know.
Then
I saw you and I heard your voice. Your voice is very distinct.
Yeah, but people recognize my voice. That is true, because usually, I mean, you can see me.
Of course.
There's no reason that I will be part of that video. Then Mary Magdalene saw Jesus standing outside, somewhere here. I mean, just next to the tomb. And the first thing that she, at the beginning, she didn't understand that that was Jesus, and she saw a gardener because that is a rich man garden. Then she asked him, "Did you take the body of my Lord?" And he said, "Well, I'm Jesus." The first thing that she wanted to do, and I think you will do that too, and me too, to hug him, to touch him. And he said, "No, I didn't reach my father's yet." Then now we know two things. First of all, he resurrected. Secondly, he's going back to his father. And then she went to tell it to the disciple. Then for me, this is one of the most amazing places to visit. Sadly, no tourist. Happily, so quiet.
It is peaceful.
It is peaceful.
It is very nice. I was seeking some peace today.
Yeah. Then in that case, happy Easter.
Thank you.
Happy Easter to everyone who are watching that video. And please, did you subscribe my channel?
I did.
Yeah, then what about you? Please subscribe my channel, and you are my family, just like you are Emily?
Jennifer.
Jennifer is my family now. Sister, yes. Then thank you for being with me in that beautiful 36 minutes. Bye-bye.